Okay. So once you know who you owe, you need to recognize why you owe these people. So at one point in time, I don't know if y'all knew me this long, but when I was a sophomore in college, I broke my ankle. When I broke my ankle, I had medical bills that were over $27,000. I didn't have any insurance other than the school insurance at the time. And I don't know who they thought was going to pay that $27,000, but it wasn't me. I never ended up paying it. Some of those bills went into collections at the time. I didn't know what to do. I didn't realize what credit was. I was in college having fun, so this stuff wasn't on my mind. But eventually, once I found out and I looked at my credit score, I realized, hey, I need to address these bills. Because I'm the kind of person, I literally have my mail stacked up on the table in my dining room. It always looks crazy because it's just mail stacked up. So I finally found a billfold. And once I started going through these bills, I realized some of them have been sick to collections. So one way that I dealt with that was calling the hospital. I called the person that I originally owed. These companies will sell your bills to another company and expect you to pay that, but that bill is still sitting at the original company. So what I did was call the original company that I owed and negotiated with them to try to get those bills, the amounts lowered to something that was payable. So I ended up paying at the end of the day, I paid less than $1,000 on that $27,000 bill. So when you're looking at your credit report, you need to realize, what is it that I owe and why do I owe this? Those bills that were in collections, I had one bill that had gone to a collection agency, and this was recent. This was like last year, and my credit score was, it was fairly good last year. But I had a medical bill that had went to collections, and I needed a root canal because my back teeth are just terrible. I had like 2 or 3 root canals, whatever. But with those root canals, I went to the same agency, and they had sold that information, sold the information to a collections company. But when I went back for another root canal, of course, they asked for the original bill that I owed. So I always tell people, instead of paying a collection company, always try to negotiate with the original company first, because a lot of these companies have their own collections that they send your bill to, when in reality they're still holding on to that bill amount, and you'll still owe that bill amount if you go back to that location. They're not going to say, oh, it's sent to collections, you're clear. No, they are going to either take it from collections or they're going to take it from you. Either one will do. But a lot of people think, oh, my bill is in collections, I don't owe that bill anymore. Or, oh, I'm in collections and there's extra fees added. You need to know exactly who to owe. And if you're in collections, there's some instances where you should negotiate with collections, some instances where you should not negotiate with collections. I'll talk about that next.